Hey guys, it's Natasha. Welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're having a great and fantastic day. For today's video, I want to share with you guys my tips, tricks, best advice for your college, how to navigate college, how to succeed in college. Now that I've graduated and taken time to just look at my whole experience encompassing, I definitely have some things to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. Very first thing, you are in charge of your grades and your academics. My best advice that I definitely got very early on in my college career, how to succeed academically as a STEM major, as a biomedical science major. Something that really helped me keep me in line and motivate me in order to study and do all these things is find a very good study group. I found out very quickly after my first or second test that didn't do too hot on said subjects that I needed to get outside help. You can study all you want by yourself, but sometimes you need that little extra help from the exterior to help you succeed, whether that be a tutor or your friends. And what I did for each of my classes, I found a group of people that were good at the subject and also wanted to aim high. The people that also wanted to get an A, that's who I studied with. I didn't study with the people that are like, a B is fine, a C is a good, no. I was like, you want to get an A, I want to get an A, let's go for the 100% together, let's strive for that together. And I made a study group accordingly. Another thing, not everyone is good at all the subjects. For example, if biology was my strong suit and my friend was good in chemistry, we would come together, I would teach them biology, they would teach me chemistry. Throughout the process of teaching each other, we would also reinforce your knowledge for said class, and also we would help each other out in the parts that were lacking. And you're gonna help keep each other accountable and help each other do good. You're gonna have a set meeting time, amount of times that you're gonna meet up per week, keep yourself accountable, you're gonna show up for each other, help each other succeed, and then be able to pass a class with an A at the end. And I feel like that was the most rewarding at the end. Be like, yo, we both got an A and we both worked really hard for it. That's the most rewarding in the end of all. Okay, so another thing that I want to say that you're in charge of again during your college time is your health. That meaning what you eat, when you eat, how many times a day you eat, if you exercise, if you choose to be active. I definitely saw the freshman 15 add up and I was like, whoa, what are we doing here? I went from dancing 6 times a week to dancing 0 times a week, and my body was like, girl, what is you doing? What is going on? And quickly I did something about it. I made sure that it was getting enough nutrients in my body. If you're tired and you're not getting enough fuel or good enough fuel in your body, you're just not going to be there for the classes. You're just going to be falling asleep and it's not going to be a good time. Whatever that looks for you, meal prep or eat more greens, or if you don't like eating your greens, drink your greens, whatever that looks like for you and your personal health journey, go ahead and do it. I also took time to look at how I was lacking in my physical activity from high school to college and decided to take more dance classes. I took an Olympic weightlifting class in college. That was my favorite class. I did CrossFit with my friends and we would keep each other accountable by going to CrossFit classes. We would come together as friends and just jam out and dance in the studio, because when our body's not feeling good, then our mind's not getting fueled, and then school is not going to go well, and it's a little, it just kind of goes downhill. But take baby steps, like 1 thing a week. I started with water. I was not good at drinking water, so I was like, okay, my goal for this month is to drink enough water each day. After I got that used to and it was under the belt and I could do that, then the next step was exercise. I didn't do everything all at once because then that would overwhelm me, get my mind going crazy, then it would crash and it would not be well. So whatever that looks for you, take time to do it. Look at your health all encompassing and see what you got to do to make it a little bit better each and every day. Okay, now for my second biggest tip and advice is find your support group. In college, you're away from home. You're used to being in that home vibe, being with your family, having your friends, your homies, this, that, and the third. When you're moving to a new college town, you might not know anyone. Me. So you're gonna have to work on finding that support system that's gonna be your home base for your time being there. Whether that be people who have the same interests as you, people that you become friends with and become really close. It's just really good to have that support system, especially if you're living abroad, you can't go home very often, this is where you're gonna be for the next couple of years. Find those people that are gonna be your kind of ride or die, whatever you need, I'll be there for you kind of people to help you out during times that you get sad, during times that tragic life events happen, during times that you're not doing well at school, or just times that you just, you're sad, you're happy, for the good times, the bad. I think it's really important to have a good support system because people help people make other people feel loved. Surrounding yourself by good people that really care for you is really important. I know this is not very easy. It's not like step 1, go out. Step 2, find friends. Step 3, make them your homies. No, This is something that will definitely take time. I would say that during my freshman year, I went through a wave of different friend groups, not because like we didn't get along at the end or we kind of fought, or just like kind of dwindled away. One week we would have one friend group, and then a couple weeks later we meet someone else, and then we would just vibe with them a little bit more, and then they became our friend group, and then the other friend group we kind of like started distancing ourselves with. Through that process, we definitely found our like, we will be there for you no matter what time it is, no matter where we are, we will come through and help you out. I just think, and I look back at my college experience, and I'm so glad for my homegirls and homeboys that were really there, always there for me, and currently are still there for me, because there are definitely times during college when you want to rip every single strand of hair out, and they just make it a little bit better. The next thing I want to mention is find and stick to a hobby, whether that be a hobby that you had from before and you're bringing into college, or just something that you enjoy doing. For me, I liked making YouTube videos. I like making content. I love to dance. Those are the type of things that I would do. When I would be like, I need time just for me and myself and I would just go to the dance studio, dance it out, put that music on blast, move all the parts of my body, and call it a day. Or I'd be like, you know what, today I want to make content. This is something that makes me feel really happy, and I'll just do that for a day and just kind of like take myself out of the equation for a little bit, recharge, and then put myself back in, do all the things, activities, and tasks that needed to get done. I feel like we all need that one thing that we love to do, no matter if we're happy, if we're sad, that we know it's going to take us out of a rut when we're in it. Like if classes are too much, if our friends are acting up, if, you know, life is getting too hard, remove myself, dance it out, zero, tear, and then put myself back into the equation and kind of make the time being a little bit better. Will that be the end all, fix all of all things and all moments and all situations? No, but it will make you feel that 1% better, and maybe that 1% is all you need to keep going to get through that week. The next thing that I feel is so important that people aren't aware about is taking advantage of your campus resources. Girl, you are in an institution that some of the items that they will provide are free or for a very small cost, and after you're gone and graduated, you can't use those things. Spotify, Hulu, Amazon, they all have student pricing, all that stuff. If you're a college student and you need an Apple product for the month of September, and I want to say August as well, they do like the student discount. So if you buy a MacBook, an iPad, or like someone else, you get free AirPods. I don't know how many people know that, because I told my friend about that the other day and she's like, what? I was like, yeah, that's what I tell people all the time. Don't buy your MacBook or your new computer in the middle of the year. If you can hold it out till August so you can get those new AirPods, why not do it, girl? Just save some money and get new Beats. Boom, boom, boom. Also, things like Grammarly. For example, my campus has Grammarly for free. Why not have that in your laptop and make less mistakes in spelling and writing and like just like sentence structure? Another thing, gyms. My school specifically had a free gym that you could go to that would be included a pool, you know, a weight room, like a cardio room. Take advantage of these things, because once you're graduated, you're gonna have to pay full price. And why do that if you can have it free for 4 years? And I feel like a lot of people don't know what's really offered around their campus, and that's when they have to, you know, go on their school website and maybe like look into a little bit. Our campus as well had free counseling. And I don't care what you say, everyone needs counseling. No matter how big your trauma was or how little it was or what you went through as a child, everyone needs counseling. I'm just saying, take advantage of your campus resources. Look into them, know what's offered. I definitely went on my website and see what was offered. Even if your campus doesn't offer it, there's a lot of things and companies that have a reduced price or just like free things for students. I swear Microsoft has free Microsoft for college students, like that'd be Excel, Microsoft Word, all that stuff. PowerPoint, don't have to pay for it. Adobe, I think, has a reduced price for their Adobe Creative Cloud, whatever thing they have. So just look into it. A little quick Google search. I'll put my favorite ones on the screen for things that I use as I was in college, but it's one Google search away, and so much money will be saved. Okay, and now for my last tip, which I feel like is of equal importance or more important than everything, is have a rough plan. You just got out of high school, going into college, or you're currently in college, still navigating college. I know we're still young, and we really don't know what we're gonna do for the rest of our lives, and we're taking it by class, or more like taking it by day, but have a rough idea of where you wanna see yourself at the end. What I did that actually, one, made me graduate early, and two, kind of had me like set out, is that I met with my college counselor the first week that I got there, and I was like, listen, my personal goal is to graduate in 3 years instead of 4. I don't know what I have to do. I don't know if it's actually physically impossible, but let me know if there is such a plan that allowed me to do so. And she went with her little fingers on my computer, busted it all out, and showed me a plan that would allow me to do so. And I graduated a year early. And I feel like that would be a tip for those that already like know what they want to do, know what specific major they have, what minors they have, because then she knows what exact classes to put in each semester to finish with that goal. For those who are undecided, I would say take a lot of different classes your first 2 semesters, 3 maximum. A lot of different classes in a lot of different areas to see what you really like. You won't understand if you like it or not until you take it. For example, I wanted to go into business as my minor. Took 1 business class and I said, get me out of here. Get me out of here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And realize very quickly that business wasn't the minor that was for me. So then I, went to something else and changed that quickly. But different classes really give you person experience of like, am I actually gonna like the subject? Am I actually gonna understand it? Is this for me? And then by experimenting that, I want to say in your first kind of like freshman year, and then you have like kind of a bigger idea of different majors that you would like to think about or consider for your second year of college, and kind of give that plan out to see when you're going to graduate and what classes do you need. It doesn't have to be down to the detail. You don't have to have like the exact idea of what you're going to do every single day, but I say have some sort of a rough estimate, so when it comes time to make the switching decision, when it comes time to declare your major, you know you're in a good path and you didn't take like 30 fun classes and have actually 2 classes you need to graduate, because that might delay your graduation just a wee bit. Now, for those who are in post-grad plans that have more school after your bachelor's, I think it's very important that within your first or second year, no past the second year, you look at whatever grad school you think of applying to and look at the academic requirements to make sure that all the academic requirements for example, all 5 schools that you want to apply to are in your curriculum for your bachelor's degree, so you don't have to graduate and be like, yo, I'm missing 2 classes. And one last thing when it comes to having a rough plan, after you have looked at said rough plan and you know kind of like what you want to do, make sure to sprinkle in some fun classes that will get you through the semester. For example, I didn't take more than 2 or 3 STEM classes per semester because personally I wanted my mental health to be okay, but I also made sure that I take dance classes, or for example weightlifting classes, or designing classes, or video classes throughout these semesters, so I had like one breath of fresh air during the semester or during my time, and it didn't seem that I was like constantly being like drowned by OChem and genetics and molecular biology and all these like crazy classes. So I had like a good balance, I would say, to make sure that went successful. Working and mapping out your classes is a whole other thing that I could get into. Make sure that works for your lifestyle and you don't take too many classes or too little classes on one day or the other. Have a free day. That's a whole other thing that I could talk about, but that is my main things that I want to share with y'all today. So those are some things that I wish I knew, wish I was shared with or mentioned while going that transition from high school to college, or while being in college, to make my college life a little bit easier. And as I found out these things, it definitely made my navigation through these hard 4 years, difficult 4 years, definitely roller coaster of 4 years, a little bit easier and more manageable. I hope some of these things helped you out, and if you have any other questions, let me know. I could always do a part 2 for things that I missed, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below on any video you guys want to see next. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram at natasha.mathering, on my TikTok at Natasha's Closet. I have been posting a lot on there lately, so I would definitely check it out. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I see you guys in my next video. Bye.